Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Hey, hello, hello, hello. Oh, sweet. Okay. I was afraid that the captions would be kind of thrown off, but they're not, so. Oh, should I be putting like a closed caption thing in my recording stuff? Like in my Go Live, is there a way to say that this is closed caption? Because that might help. Um, I mean, I guess I'll have to remember to do that next time. Oh well. Alright. Well, looks like it's me by myself. Oh, the Elder Green. There is somebody in who is watching. Oh, looks like I can't. If I switch, it's going to switch over everything. Oh well. That's fun. Alright. Actually, kind of not fine. Hold on. I want to see. Okay. Cool. Because I still want to be able to see. Whoa.
Peace. That's never.
Alright, well, hello to people watching. Feel free to let me know how my audio volume and everything is doing. Alright, so what the hell am I doing tonight? I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm doing tonight. I just got done balancing some NPCs for 5th Ed. If there's anybody shows up in chat, let me know. I'm willing to work on whatever y'all want me to work on. It's fine with me. Yeah, no, that's just my screen. That's just my desktop background, Papa Fox. Also, welcome to the stream, Papa Fox. Thanks for hanging out. No, I'm done with Mapvember. I have no idea what I'm going to work on tonight. I am open to suggestions. Let's see. All right, what can I work on? I can work on swamps. Give me just a second. I was actually reading documentation about the mini games. I'll have to do that. I'll have to do that some other time. But I'm completely okay with setting up mini games here if people would use them. On settings. Yeah, I started looking at the documentation for it, so so I have started to familiarize myself with how to set that stuff up. I just haven't done it yet. Hey, the Elder Green. Thanks for being in the channel. And thanks for chatting. So, what do y'all want me to work on? Let's see, some things. What I have been doing, which I didn't think would be very fun for streaming, is I've been going through my Mapvember stuff and cutting all of these into pieces and making Roll20 sets out of them. But that doesn't seem like something that would be a lot of fun to watch. Not that any of my stuff is that much fun to watch. So Swamps, are you still collaborating with that guy for the one-shot battle maps? Yeah. We're almost done. We're doing it through the 30th, and we've got 3 more days left. I was just looking at day 29 a few minutes ago before stream, and editing some stat blocks. The other thing I could do, if y'all are interested, I don't know if you are. If not, I'll just make maps. I could walk through like doing some InDesign layout, or I could walk through how to balance 5th ed creatures, like how to calculate CR. Is what I was doing. I was going through and auditing some monsters for CR, and it's a little convoluted, and it is something that I know how to do. Those are 2 other things I could possibly do. Otherwise, I'm going to make maps. We are in talks, Papa Fox, about how we want to make a collection. So that is definitely something that it probably will not be on DM's Guild. And I have reasons why that I can go into if you'd like to know. If you don't like to know, then I won't tell you why. But and the idea is probably to put them out on DriveThruRPG and Roll20. Okay, maps. All right, we'll do maps. Maps. So, some of the sets that I need to work on, I need to work on modular mines, modular swamps. I really want to work on, or modular mountains or modular cities are the 4 that I'd kind of like to work on. I'm trying to think. Yeah, those are kind of the 4 that I'm thinking of. I need to make a university for the upcoming campaign, which starts in January, but I have plenty of time to do that. About a bound print edition. I'm anti-print, Papa Fox, for a few reasons. The overhead's really high. There's not a lot of money in it, and it's got a really limited, I don't know, it's just a lot of work for minimal payout. And then when you calculate like shipping and printing and everything like that, like I've just sort of decided that my target is going for digital gaming is where I think the future is. So I think print, physical stuff will be around forever, but I think that the majority, I think it's going to be largely digital going forward. Yeah, Moorgrave. Yep. I'm running a campaign in Eberron. In Sharn. Well, it'll probably be all over the place, but it's going to be Sharn. And then traveling around. They're going to be research assistants and scholars and stuff like that. So, yeah, especially since, if I were doing this full time, that would be something that I would look into doing for print. And I do specifically make a lot of my assets so that they could be done at 300 DPI, which is what you need for print. But for me, seeing as I'm doing this part-time, I'm just looking for some quick side cash, and so for me, print just doesn't seem worth it. Zendrick, yeah, I don't know if they're gonna go to Zendrick, but yet. Yeah, I tell you what, if y'all are interested, if you're interested in Sharn, give me just a second. And I'll open up a map, and then while that's opening, because it's going to take like 5 minutes, I'll pull up this other thing. So we'll just work on swamps, because I already kind of started, and I need to make some modular swamps, so I'll work on some of those tonight. I won't start from scratch or anything. Be the easiest way to get into map making. So here's my campaign guide for Sharn, or for Eberron. And I'm going to try actual I'm going to try actual milestone leveling. Do some modular towers and sky bridges. I already did Papa Fox. I already did modular towers and sky bridges. That's done, and those are available for sale on Roll20. Hold on a second. I will drop a link. And I've thought about doing some more better ones, or ones that I like a little bit more than the ones I already did. I kind of did those based on some interest from my patrons, and they have not sold very well. So my interest in doing more of them is pretty minimal. See, there's some. I mean, there's more in there, and then I have like 2 modular tower sets, including a build your own modular tower set. But that was just, I think, 10 by 10 or 15 by 15, something like that. But I've got like 3 modular city sets on Roll20, and then like 3 modular-ish tower sets. Yeah. Then here's another one. Anyway, so yeah, so I already have that stuff. I already have that stuff knocked out. So if I, yeah, I'm ahead on it. Oh, I bet this is messing with my web captioner. Oops. Was it? Oh well. All right. So I'm gonna go back to, let's see if, yeah. So visiting Zendrik is one of the things you can do. Surviving is one of the things you can do to level up in my campaign at higher levels. Is to go to the Mournlands or Zendrik and survive. And this document is still fucking opening. Jesus. Well, that's a kind of. How big is it? 6 gigabytes. Is there another one? Swamp Tower, Swamp Derelict. That's what the swamp set looks like. All right. Oh, I see why this is so big. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this includes all the pieces that I did for my Roll20. So this has a bunch of other stuff. So we need to make another file. I need to make a copy of this. Surviving. Yeah. They still have. They do. They do. Let's see. Living spells, set pieces. Mournlands, I talked about doing the Eternal Wasteland or something like that is what I was calling it. But yeah. Yeah. Are you seeing this? So, yep, there we go. Living spells. I love that book. So if I go back to doing the Mournlands, like a Eternal Wasteland set, I might do that. I'm trying to be careful of how much like direct IP I'm trying to reproduce. like I feel like I need to be careful, although I've seen a couple other artists who just straight up ripped off like the Elemental airship designs, like the architecture and everything, and I don't know, that feels a little iffy to me. But sorry y'all, I will start making maps here in a minute once this damn thing opens up. Yeah, well, and nothing, I mean, if I spend like 40 hours making a new template in a set, and then I like put it out there and they ask me to take it down, like it just, I mean, well, I don't know, that would destroy me. I mean, I'm not really that worried about getting sued or anything like that. I think one thing about artists, independent artists participating in this space is that we're fans. We're fans of D&D. We're fans of the product, and we're heavily invested in D&D, and we're heavily invested in what's going on and buying the product. And we buy, the relationship is kind of complex, and I don't feel Wizards of the Coast doesn't want to sue us. We're fans. We're community advocates and influencers, and we're parts of the community, and we're good for their business. So I mean, they don't want to come down on us or anything like that. But it's best just to not give them reason to. Well, this will load eventually, I swear. In the meantime, tell you what, y'all came here for maps. Let's look at maps. So here's final drafts. And if you are on, yeah, Alyssa, she showed. So here's my Mapvember collection. Let's see. This was today's. Derelict. And this is what I'm going to work on. I'm going to work on some more of these. I think I might make like a little village or something, a little swamp village. Just doing variations of terrain for the modular swamps. I'm not sure if that's going to go real well, so I'm going to try to do some interesting features. I've also thought about making a statue pack of statues, and those would be kind of fun to use in a swamp. Let's see, here's tomorrow's. Hold on. Give it a minute to. Yeah. That one was a lot of fun. Although I didn't save before I changed it over to a new template, so I'm actually going to have to redo a little bit of this stuff, which sucks. Yeah, it really was. Like, I 100% agree with you, Papa Fox. I think even if you just, like, look at, like, yeah, I mean, this was the first map that I made. And then you look at, like, some of the more recent... now, granted, the lava stuff is kind of always going to look a little bit cooler. But you look at, like, some of these other things that I've done... I don't know. I just think the quality is higher, and I think there's some cool stuff going on in these. Like that would be. I'm sorry, that would be a super fun map to run, right there. Look at that gorge. Yeah, and I learned a few new tricks. I learned a few things that I didn't know before. So. Learned how to make tree stumps, some cool looking tree stumps. Blended some new textures, did all kinds of things. Yay! Alright, this is finally... Okay. So pieces for export. So that's gotta go away. Alright. I think I can get rid of this textures file, which will speed everything up a lot. I think all of that should be in that modular swamp thing right there. So I think that's good to be deleted. And then I can save again. And then like 30 minutes after the stream has started, I'll actually start working on a map. Let's see. The Elder Green says a lot of verticality, which is great to run. Yeah, I agree. I agree. The Elder Green, I say this a lot online, but I try to make maps as a dungeon master. Is kind of the lens through which I make my maps, and I use my maps. I don't. I'm not. I'm an active participant of the hobby. Papa Fox, do you have any aquatic maps? That are for my Roll20 sets and like my commercial stuff. I don't really. I made a series back when I was doing my hobby stuff. I made some aquatic maps. I have like an aquatic lair and an aquatic village and a couple other things. You sent me something. Did you send that on Twitter? Okay, it looks like it. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I like that, Papa Fox. Yeah. Alright, well I think... Okay, yeah, that sped up the save time just a ton. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into this. So this is my base set. And the question is, do I want to make a bunch of ground first, or go ahead and just do stuff as I go? Alright, let's go ahead and I think... One thing we're gonna need is we're gonna need to add fish and water plants to that, and then we're gonna need stuff. My naming conventions are pretty awesome. Stuff. Hey, the gentleman's thoughts. Ooh, I didn't know you were streaming. Hey, hi, gentleman's thoughts. I do stream. I don't have a regular stream schedule. I like to stream before Alyssa streams, because I can usually get people coming in and hanging out in here, then we all raid Alyssa. Streaming regularly is something I have said that I will do if I get 100 patrons on Patreon. So until then, I am hesitant to commit. I have fears of commitment. I mean, the reality is I'm just already doing a bunch of stuff, and so doing one more thing um, doesn't appeal to me. But if I get enough supporters, and that's what they want for me to do. But right now, I mean, I don't even think any of my Patreon people even watch my existing streams. So, I mean, I don't even know. My patrons seem mostly to be like, hey, we want that stuff you said you'd give us. Now fuck off. And I love them for it. That's actually pretty awesome. They're not very tiring at all. They do not sap my energy or anything like that. But they also, yeah, they're also pretty like, they're pretty hands off. Like they want their shit and they want me to leave them alone. That's pretty much it. So yeah, so what I'm doing right now, this is a modular, and y'all see where this is going in a minute. But I'm going to be doing this a few more times. I want to make at least 12 modular tiles for this set, and I might do a few more. But yeah, let's see. Hey, Gentleman Think Tank. Pop Fox, that's nice. Yep. Yep, so this is what we're doing, folks. I'm just going to make some modular swamps tonight until Alyssa starts streaming, and then I will, and then I'll take us over there, and we'll go raid Alyssa. So that needs to be down to 20%. Okay. Yeah, it's been a little while since I made this modular swamp set, so I don't remember how any of this worked. I know that it worked, I just don't remember how it worked. I don't remember what I did. Merge 20%. Okay. Now modular plants. Let's go in here. Or not modular. These aren't modular plants, they're just plants. Alright. This one looks like it's got a lot of, like, medium amount of land. I probably want to do one where I have, like, a lot of water. So maybe that'll be the next one. Will be a heavy water, 4 heavy water tiles. Because each of, this is going to be 4 tiles in its entirety. And this set has done okay on Roll20, but it has not done great. What really does great are like my asset collections. Like I put out some market booths. I put that out as a set. If y'all have seen me work with those, Papa Fox, maybe you have. And those did really good. People like asset collections, but like these map sets, they're kind of hit or miss, it seems like. Which is unfortunate, because this is what I enjoy doing. This is my favorite stuff, is making maps. The asset stuff is just something I have to do because I can't afford to pay someone else to make assets for me. Papa Fox said, I remember you had a hell of a time getting it all to mesh in the first place. Yes. Yes, I did. And now I need to do that for the mountain set. Oh, and I need to make a mine set. And I need to do that for the city set. And yeah, that part's just that's just beginning. I got more of that shit to do. I'm not done. I've got like 3 or 4 sets I want to make modular now. And I'm going to have to go through and figure out how to do it with all of them. It's going to be a pain in my arse. Big old pain in my arse. Now, it looks like maybe I have overlooked some small lily pads. I did. I did overlook some small lily pads. Some right here. Did I overlook any more? Hold on a second. I need to outer glow. Yeah, that'll help me find them. Oh, I guess I could change the music. This isn't very swampy, is it? It's not very swampy music. Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing, so I just grabbed like the dungeon music, but yeah, this isn't very dungeon-y what we're doing here. So I might switch that up real quick. Sounds by Syrinscape. I'm a huge fan. As soon as I figure out how to run this on my campaign, or how to get this to run through Discord, I'm going to be using this for my campaign all the time. It's a little bit better. Gentleman Thoughts, The Elder Green, Papa Fox, and Windsock. Hello, Windsock. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, all of you, for being here. Thank you. It's nice it's nice to have people show up. Sucks being a lonely streamer. Hello? Anybody there? So it's pretty awesome. Yeah, I've been doing pretty good for myself. Finding people more talented than me, like Demille and Alyssa, and then becoming friends with the people who follow them, and then just making that my market strategy. Seems to be a viable market strategy. It's working well for me. If y'all don't follow Demille's Wondrous Works or Alyssa Faden, you most definitely should. I highly recommend both of them. They're talented map makers and wonderful people. And what more can you ask for, right? Like, what else is there in the world than that? So yeah, before stream, I made some food for tomorrow. I hope y'all are having wonderful plans for tomorrow. Alyssa is streaming tomorrow night. At least I think that's what she said yesterday. So I will probably miss it. I'm having a dinner at 6. I don't know. I might be home by 9. I don't know. I kind of doubt it. I'm doing 2 dinners tomorrow. I'm doing one dinner at the restaurant where I work. The chef always does a big family dinner, and anyone who doesn't have family or like anywhere else to go, he just invites them to come to the restaurant. And it's a tradition he's been doing for like 30 years, and I think that's super cool. He's like, if you don't have any family or don't have anywhere else to go on Thanksgiving, come over here and I'll feed you. And so there's going to be like 80 people there or something. Let's see. Papa Fox, no problem. Love watching the talent. Thanks, Papa Fox. The Gentleman Thought. Same here. I find it so relaxing to listen to this kind of stream while working on my own stuff. Yeah, thanks, man. Papa Fox, don't sell yourself short. You're super talented in your own right. I know, but being self-deprecating is more entertaining than being like, "Hey, I'm badass." Plus, I'll be honest with you, I learn shit all the time. I'm constantly learning more stuff, so I am not. I think Jess Penley from Underground Oracle called me like the master of maps on Twitter. No, absolutely not. Yeah, I like my stuff. I use it, but I'm not the master of maps. Sleeping in, that's my wonderful plan for tomorrow. Dinner is just icing on that cake. Good for you. I think I'm not going to sleep in too much. I'm going to sleep until like 8 or something, and then I'm going to go over to my sister's and binge watch whatever Mandalorian has been released on Disney Plus. The Elder Green. Unfortunately, no Thanksgiving here in Euroland, but no work tomorrow either, which is why I'm up this late. Well, cool. Good, The Elder Green. That's awesome. Glad you're off work. The gentleman thoughts, wow, that's so cool. Nice chef. Yeah, he's a really good guy. He is a good guy. He's got a good heart. He gets, like most chefs, he gets kind of cranky. Especially when we're busy or shit isn't the way he wants it. You know, I mean, people like talk about Gordon Ramsay like he's some kind of demon, but and he's just this big asshole and stuff. In my experience, he's really kind of par for the course with most experienced chefs. Like, I think those other ones who are all nice and happy and stuff like that. Like, I've been working in the restaurant industry for, I don't know, over 20 years. I've worked at maybe not quite a dozen restaurants. I've worked in less than that. I'm a pretty stable guy. Once I get somewhere, I usually stay there for a while. So I probably worked at like 8 restaurants in that 20 years, and a lot of them were just side jobs where I was doing a favor for a friend or something. So I've worked with dozens of chefs, and most of them are kind of assholes. That's just the general. That's just how most chefs are. It's a blue collar worker. It's hard hours. It's a lot of work, and they don't have time for shit. And a lot of them are really overworked and underpaid. So anyway, but he's a good guy. He could still be an asshole. Papa Fox Tacos. Yeah, watching your peers is super effective for learning. Kind of wish I was still in school for graphic design and watching all you awesome folks. Hey, it's never too late, man. It's never too late. I'm 40 and I just started doing this stuff, so I just decided I have the time, the energy, the tools, and the interest. So I've had the interest for a while. I've been working with Photoshop on and off since like probably 2003. But never, very seldom professionally, and definitely not with the level of involvement that I am right now. Hopefully we'll actually have this map, these 4 tiles done by the time Melissa starts streaming. We should be pretty close. Like, this is going to go really fast here in a few minutes, y'all. Once I get, it's going to be just a lot of placing objects. And then going back, I will be doing some brush work here in a little while, but this is going to be a lot of object placing. Alright. I think that's good. Let's see. Papa Fox Taco says I'll go back after I get my nursing degree when I'm 60. Hey, sure. Like my mom got her double Master's of Public Administration and a Juris Doctorate, and I think she graduated when she was like 54 or 55, something like that. Whatever. The gentleman thoughts it's part of the culture, but I think every type of work has their shit like this. I work with a photographer for my job, and oh boy, some of them are just cranky, and it has the I know it all, my picture's the best kind of thinking. Yeah, and I think, yeah, especially like art, like people who are in artsy careers where they don't get paid particularly well. I mean, you know, we don't pay our artists very much as a culture and as a society. And then maybe once I'm done with this in this next one, I think I want to do. I don't know. Are y'all? I think yeah. I think I want to do like a swamp village. Although I don't have any good thatched huts, I think I might start off with doing just like regular buildings, but I might make some thatched huts for this as well. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, stuff. All right. So let's turn off these layer effects. Yeah, and this is one reason why this was so hard to modularize, because it's got a lot of shit going on here. But, I mean, that's also why it looks so cool, right? At least in my opinion. Desert, like modular desert, should be a lot easier. I'm looking forward to modular desert. The level of complexity of that should be a lot less. All right, so let's start up here. Got to be Papa Fox Taco says got to be an athlete to get paid well. There's some truth in that, or have anything. The highest paid in my state, the highest paid people who work at higher education institutions are all coaches. Some dilapidated wooden shacks would work. That's what I was thinking, Papa Fox. Maybe up on stilts with stairs up to the entrances. Yeah, stairs, or I'm actually thinking ladders. Papa Fox. Oh, glad I managed to mute it in time for that sneeze. Yeah, the gentleman thought says, yeah, that's a big problem in my opinion. I'm glad my boss doesn't have this mentality, because I've worked with people from other company for the exact same amount of time, 15 hours in one day, in a similar job, and they were getting less than half than me. I find it sad that as a society we don't give artists and creative people what they deserve. Yeah, and yeah, I just don't, Papa Fox, I don't know, it's just like wooden stairs going into the swamp, like, that just seems like a poor idea. Like, those are going to get dilapidated and nasty and shit, too. I need a new headphone, but these work, at least relatively well, in headphones at some point. Sorry, gotta get my neck fixed here. Alright. I'm not a wino on the camera like Alyssa, but I have my own although I usually drink when she's streaming. Like when I'm watching her stream is when I start drinking. Once I've finished my stream. I have not eaten yet, which is one reason why I'm not drinking. I'm gonna wait until after I eat. Something that I pointed out when Miss J was on my stream one time, Alyssa does not do. Alyssa does not wait to until after she eats before she starts streaming. She is pre-dinner when she's getting drunk on stream, and I think that's hilarious. It's probably why she's so funny. She is just amazing, y'all. I love Alyssa so much. She's such a wonderful person. Yeah, if y'all, I thought about trying to set up mini games. I just didn't. Like I said, I was looking at the documentation the other day and getting it figured out, but I did not go so far as to just. I did not look up the key part, which is how do you simply turn them on. I did not figure that out. But I guess if I'm hosting for people, if people are coming to my stream and then going over to Alyssa's, it kind of makes sense that I would do that. So y'all can, because y'all all understand how that works and everything. And I'll be like the opposite of Alyssa. When she's nerfing stuff, I'll just make stuff super easy and give tons of gold. And let y'all all be millionaires and shit. I'm going to be the anti-Alyssa. I'm going to make it so bosses just, we always destroy them, and then, yeah, I'm going to be the one that lets y'all be munchkins. Let you use all the Unearthed Arcana builds in my stream. Multi-class, bonus feed at first level. Let's see, Pop Fox. Yeah, that's funny. General thoughts. Pop Fox Taco, she puts away, doesn't she? I wouldn't be surprised if her blood alcohol level is burping. Oh, man, I had to mute myself. Oh, I was cackling over here, Papa Fox. Oh my god, I was cackling. Oh. Oh my lord. Oh, that, okay. Oh, wow. Alright, that cracked me the fuck up. That was hilarious, Papa Fox. Your blood alcohol level is bourbon. It's not even a percentage anymore. Oh, sorry. I should have muted. On the for real, I don't think she's actually. I think she's having like 3 or 4 glasses of wine. I don't think she's actually drinking all that much. Well, I mean, I worked in bars for a long time, so in my opinion, 3 to 4 glasses of wine is completely reasonable. In my experience. Now, if she was putting away like 2 to 3 bottles on stream, that would be a totally different deal, but I think she's good. She's fine. Oh. Crack me the fuck up, Papa Fox. That was hilarious. God, that was hilarious. I hope I remember to say that to Alyssa tonight. You drink so much, your blood alcohol level is bourbon. Oh, thank you for being. Thank y'all for chatting. It's weird doing this like when no one's in the chat, and I feel very blessed to even if I could just have like 1 or 2 people being active in the chat, like that's really enough. Yeah, I mean, if I did this for like a while and I could never get anybody to show up, I would stop. Like I wouldn't do it anymore. I'm like, all right, well, that was a fun experiment that failed. Which you know, yeah, one of the cool things about getting older, like I don't give a shit. Like I fuck up all the time. I'm not against like failed experiments. That's what life is. My daughter asked me how I know all these little shortcuts all over the city, the central, the metropolitan area where we live, and I'm like, yeah, from getting lost when I was young. You know, if I took a turn or there was a traffic jam, I'd just like dive into a neighborhood. Be like, let's find out where this neighborhood goes. And that was before cell phones and shit. Let's see. Papa Fox Tacos, you haven't seen the whiskey bottles she chugs from? I don't really watch her stream all that much. I mostly just listen to it and look at the chat. So no. I'm assuming you're serious, and if you're serious, no, I haven't. That moment when Breathalyzer becomes drunk after Alyssa's used it. I mean, 3's pretty lonely too. Especially if you didn't know the number was 3 and you thought it was 2 for any period of time. That's a lonely number. It's a Robert Cray song. Well, it's not a Robert Cray song, but Robert Cray has a cover of it. Hey man, I heard your wife was cheating on us. So the song. I think we're leaving that right there. I can't, most of these I can't leave in the same spot or it might get noticed. I kind of need to move them around a little bit, so. But occasionally I can leave them in the same spot. Since they're modular, they're going to be kind of hooked together. So you might like hook 2 together, and then the eye will catch like yeah. Our eyes are always looking for patterns. Our eyes and our ears, like our brains, like we are always looking for patterns and stuff, and we'll notice it pretty easily if there's if stuff is replicated. So. I can get away with the modular stuff by, well, yeah, there's some little tricks here and there you can do. But I try to, oop, that. Let's move that over there. As soon as I get done, I'm not going to look at chat until I get done placing these. Yeah, and I just mean this one layer of medium trees. I'll place these and then I'll look at chat and get caught up here in a second. But I need to keep like doing stuff and moving forward, or I won't get anything done. And part of the reason for me doing this is to actually, because this is gonna take a little bit to make. So I got to make 3 of these. So if this takes me 2 hours, and then like doing the village thing, that's gonna take me a little bit longer too. So so I got a little bit of work to do on this set. Got a little bit of this. Yeah, this could take me more than 2 hours. I don't know if I'm gonna be done in time for Alyssa's stream. Might get some work done, but I'm not gonna hardly be done, you know. God, I love this Sirenscape. I'm sorry, I think it's awesome. I love all of this music. Alright, so I think, and I might come back and add some more trees, but I think that's good for now. Alright. Let's see what we got here. I'm serious. Watch her drink and wonder how she stays upright. She must eat a big meal before streaming. No, she doesn't, Papa Fox. She never eats before stream. Because it's always Jack in the background cooking dinner for her to eat after stream. Like she has not had dinner before she streams. She is. That's what I'm saying. Like I couldn't, if I started drinking right now, like I'd get loopy as fuck because I haven't eaten dinner. No, she does that. Gentlemen, thoughts? Maybe it's all fake. Maybe it's cranberry juice, not wine. Alyssa debunked. Enough about that. Map is looking great. Papa Fox Zoom. Zoom. Yeah. Zoom. There. There you go. It's zoomed. All right. Next. Medium dead trees. I'm gonna have to start using that trick here too, or I'm not gonna be able to find them. There we go. There they are. That's how I find them. You'll notice the ground was already done. So I did the ground for a Roll 20 set, and to be a part of that set, and kind of knowing that I was going to come back and grab it and use it later. So I did that very intentionally. Whoop. Well, that's nope. Where'd that come from? Yeah, sometimes I do stuff intentionally. Like, oh, I'll grab that later, and that'll save me from having to make it then. But I intentionally only included like 4 modular tiles in that set because I wanted to make people come back and do it later. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Gentleman Thoughts says, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. My oven is ringing. Go take care of your shit, man. I'm going to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I've got a smoked turkey. It's already smoked. I got it from the chef I told you all about. And it's been sitting in my oven for a few days. So I'm going to get up at like 4 in the morning, I think, and drop that in the oven along with the mashed potatoes, macaroni, and cheese. I'm going to toss all that in the oven. I'm thinking we're eating at noon, but I kind of want it to be warm by like 10 or 11. So I'm thinking of getting up at like 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning and putting them in the oven at 225. Not hot, not high, just enough to like start warming them up, and then going back to bed. Then going over to my sister's around 9 or 10, and then just putting them in the oven and keeping them warm. That's what I'm thinking of doing. We'll certainly find out. Yeah, I wish I knew of a way to mark this as closed caption. Turducken. I have not. But I would 100% eat one of those. I would absolutely try to eat one of those. But I like meat, and I like food. Those things make me happy. So yeah, I would try. Oh. Man, crazy shit, y'all. Crazy shit. Twitter is crazy. I'm crazy. Oh, I'm so ready to eat food and gorge myself. I've been dieting, y'all. So, well, it's not really diet. I call it's not really diet. It's a global nutritional lifestyle change. I am fundamentally changing the way that I eat, and the way that I cook, and what I eat, and it is not meant to be like a do it for a little while thing. It is a permanent change in my life. So that is not really a diet. But I've been eating healthy, and I'm really ready to not eat healthy. Like, I get it now. I get it. When I was eating like whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I wanted, like it doesn't matter. Like, it's like, oh, holidays, whatever. It's cool. But now I'm like, I'm so excited. I will eat so many wonderful things all weekend, and then I'm going to spend the next 3 weeks paying for it. I'm going to spend the next 3 weeks like eating salads with fat-free Italian and lots of hummus, which I like. I like hummus, but I'm gonna be paying for this hard. But I'm okay with that. Like that, I mean, like whatever. I'm okay with it. If I need to starve myself for a few weeks after this, I'll do it then. So I'm not worried about it. But I am by God gonna eat some good food. Like that's just gonna happen. And I'm gonna. I don't. I may not eat a whole bunch. I had a brownie today, but like as far as at the dinners and stuff, not a huge pie fan. Unless it's like an icebox pie. If it's like a chocolate peanut butter icebox pie, I'm all about it. But if it's just like a regular, like pecan pie or apple pie or something like that, I don't give a shit. I like chocolate and rich stuff. Love rich, savory things. See, we got going. Oh, sorry, Papa Fox. Sorry, man. I apologize. I apologize. I've got a mouth. Twitter is super crazy, but anytime you provide a massive platform for people to say their opinions, you're gonna get crazy. Had to put my earphones in when the phone started dropping. Sorry, man. Oh well. Yeah. Explicit warning, man. Explicit warning. Had kung pao chicken over rice for lunch. That sounds good. That sounds good. That sounds delicious. I would eat that. Sounds very good. I've got some spots in here that there's not a lot of stuff, but I think I'm kind of okay with it. Plus, we have a lot of other things that we haven't done yet, so we'll How old's your son, Papa Fox? I only have one child. I have a daughter, and she's just turned 16. Fun for the whole family. My stepsister, who's about 10 years younger than me, has a like 1-year-old daughter, and we're gonna go meet her. She's not quite one. We're gonna go meet her this weekend up at my dad's and up at my dad and stepmom's, and I'm excited. I'm excited. I haven't seen I haven't been around little ones in a little while. My nephews. I got 3 nephews, but they're like 10, 13, and 15. So I mean, they haven't been little in a while, in a few years. So I haven't really been around the little tater tots in a while, and I miss them. I like the little tater tots. They're cute. Not a huge fan of having to take care of them, which is usually, kind of comes with the territory. If you're gonna have children at some point, you're gonna have to take care of tater tots, and not the biggest fan of it, but I've done it and it's fine. I'm happily done with diapers. Happily done with diapers. It was not my favorite thing. But I did it, and I was fine. I was good at it. I was a good diaper changer. Changed the hell out of a diaper. But I'm glad to be done. I'm done until the grandkids roll in. Papa Fox Tacos, but he's 13, but he's autistic, and one of his things is that he slams up language through mimicry. Oh, okay. So he repeats stuff that he hears. Gotcha. Yeah, I've got a nephew who's autistic. Caden Cole. Oh, wow. Well, I didn't say his last name, right? So we're good, I think. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be volunteering that stuff online now that I say that. Sorry. Oops. That was kind of... Oh, well. We won't talk anymore about that for the moment. But yeah. Anyway, I know what you're feeling. I've been in and around said things. All right, we're getting there. We might be done with this. Because I'm going at a pretty good clip now. Oh, good. Well, now I'm glad I left some space. I left some places for these boulders. It's awesome. I am going to probably go back and redo this and touch up this ground a little bit to reflect the stuff that I'm putting here. And I kind of knew that I would, that I wasn't going to leave it exactly as it appeared, but oop, there's one I didn't even know was there. Let's grab that one. That over here. All right. Let's see. Grandchildren will put you right back in the diapers of your kids. You need to watch them. Yeah, soaks up. No worries. I'm not doxing. I have 3 on the spectrum. Unfortunately, the 2 older ones are much higher functioning. The boy is more like a 200-pound toddler sometimes. He's great, though. Adorable. All his teachers love him. Well, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I've got some friends and family, so yeah, I'm with you. Bless you, sir. Bless you, sir. Being the parent of special needs children is another thing. It's just something else. And I have participated and I have helped and I've even done like work when I was younger. But it's one thing, it's one thing when you can clock out at the end of the day or go home, and and it's not there anymore. And when it is your responsibility and your permanent part of your life, that is a whole nother thing. So I have very much mad respect for you, sir. It is a life-changing event. Well, I mean, it's all life-changing events, but I kind of betted that me having my daughter was kind of, an 18-year, well, not, more like a 22, 24-year commitment. It's a couple of decades. Then after that, I'm good. I mean, I know that's not true. When you have a child, that child is always yours. But logistically speaking, here very soon, I will not have to worry about her too much longer. Just gotta like buy her a car and do some shit like that. Get her kind of set up. Then I'm good. She's on her own. Water, Papa Fox. It's not whiskey. That's water. Not wine. Yep, we all have our challenges. Yeah, but you more than a lot of parents, man. So, mad respect. Mad respect. I'm glad you have one who's glad you have one that has a good temperament. That's pretty awesome. I'm gonna not be a dumbass, and I'm not gonna say any more names, but I have a friend who his son so he's a big dude himself. He's like 6'6", and his son who is very, very, very I don't think it's just autism. I think there's some things going on there, but his son is a very large young man. He is like 6'2", 250 pounds, and with the mind of a 4-year-old, and it has been very rough on my friend and his wife. They're doing good. They're doing okay, but they went through some rough years. And but they're doing good. They're doing good. And their son is doing well. They have a daughter as well who's fine. She's very in the neurotypical functioning spectrum, but their son is not, and he never will be. So it's very, very heartbreaking. But my friend, who will remain nameless, and his nameless family, they're doing okay. But I think about that a lot, because we were around. Puberty was very hard. So they went from having a child they could control to a young man that they could not physically control very easily. And temper tantrums became a whole different thing. Yeah, I mean, we have like mushrooms, and then we can go back and do some patchwork on the ground, and then I can go ahead and place like my flies and this map will be done. Like we're just kind of bouncing through this real quick. Just bouncing through it. Let's see. Yeah, same. I've heard about some who have those violent emotional issues. My boy is already taller than all of the other members of the household except me, but he's only 13. He's still growing. Pretty sure he'll be taller and heavier than me at some point. I'm only 5'10". Yeah. Flies. Yeah. You didn't see, you haven't seen my flies, Papa Fox? Look, I got my flies. See? I love these guys and gals. I don't know what gender they are, but they're badass. See? Oh, they're so cool. Yeah, I've got fly patches. I love those things. Like I don't know what it is, but just adding those to this set just made me insanely happy. I don't know why, but just adding flies, I was like, that's amazing. I did them for a different set. I was thinking about doing like infested buildings at one point a long time ago, and I spent about an hour making like some grubs and flies and stuff like that, and then I kind of abandoned the idea. At the time, I was like, yeah, I'm not real into this. So I decided just to let it go and work on something else. And so when I was doing this, I just remembered that. I was like, hey, I made a bunch of flies. Flies go in swamps. Well, you know, flies or mosquitoes or whatever, but bugs go in swamps. I need to add some bugs to my swamps. What says swamp? Bug says swamp. Like, gotta have bugs in swamps. And that was after like I'd already added like my snakes and my fish shadows that I have in the water. Oh, there's a boulder that I don't think I meant to. I think it just kind of got dropped there. I'm gonna move that out here a little bit. Can't get Hobbit transflies. They can't get Hobbit. Yeah, I don't get it. Oh shit, I've been on mute. Lamacita! Holy shit, Lamacita's in my chat. Fantastic! What's going up on Lamacita? I know who you are. That is Cat, aka Lamacita. Not much. Just working on a swamp map. Let's see. Oh, Elder Green's back. Hello, Elder Green. Yes, I did accidentally mute myself. Finally, my picture refreshes. Now it's not all a blur. Papa Fox Tacos keep getting notices for streams going live. Following up, a lot of peeps only watch like 4 of them. Looks dope. Thank you. Thank you, Cat. I appreciate it. I think it looks dope too. Be perfectly honest with you. Although I kind of messed that up. Yeah, no. Yeah, these are some modular swamps, and I'm almost. This one's getting very close to done. This is actually 4 25 by 25 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm about to place some flies around. I've just got done placing all the other stuff. Elder Green, not been gone, just been lurking while working on a thing in the background. Well, cool. Cool. I do the same thing in Alyssa's stream. Hopefully y'all will stick around and come watch Alyssa Faden with myself and Papa Fox Tacos after this. We are both big fans of Alyssa Faden. Gentleman's Thoughts, who was here earlier, is also a big fan of Alyssa, or has, I guess, kind of a newer fan, but definitely a fan. And she makes D&D maps, and she does hand-drawn D&D maps, unlike me. And they're mostly city maps, and they are fucking amazing. They are incredible, and she is hilarious. She is just a riot. Like, I love Alyssa Faden. So, anyway, that was a very long-winded way of saying Elder Green. I understand, because I do the same thing in her stream. All right. So here's our no. There we go. That's what we wanted. Alright, so here's my flies, and I just did the black so I can find them, because right now things are starting to get chaotic enough around here that that just finding things becomes difficult. So all I really want to do here is just make sure these flies aren't completely covered up by like trees and stuff. I really don't matter where they go. It doesn't, like, I'm not going to have any kind of like, oh, these need to be around the mushrooms and these need to be around, like, I don't, whatever. I'm not that. But I do want my fly swarms to be off doing stuff. Although it might be fun, yeah, let's put some on some logs. So if people try to cross logs, like, they'll have to cross through like swarms of flies while they're crossing these logs in a swamp. Like that sounds like something that would happen in D&D, right? Okay, and then if we turn that off and we zoom in, you can see, yeah, you can see my fly swarms. I love those. I just love them so much. They're just like my favorite little things in the world. Oh my god, I love them. Alright. Let's see. The Elder Green. Papa Fox Tacos, damn straight. Alyssa City maps are the bomb. They really are. Papa Fox Tacos are going to drop that village on another less crowded swamp map. I'm thinking so. I'm thinking maybe that's what we'll do next. The Gentleman's Thoughts back. Welcome back, the Gentleman's Thoughts. Papa Fox Tacos will be overgrown or inhabited. Papa Fox Tacos, welcome back. That's a good question, Papa Fox. I think I'll have it to be kind of overgrown, and then the team can decide whether or not there's people there. So maybe I try to go for flexibility in design as opposed to specificity. Because when you do specificity, and you can make stuff look kind of cooler if it's very specific, but at the same time, you're kind of locking yourself in and out of certain opportunities. So I try to avoid that when possible. All right, 75. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to these areas that have like rocks and stuff, and I'm going to kind of clear out some of the grass and whatnot. Especially under the mushrooms, because the mushrooms aren't going to grow in grass, right? Mushrooms don't grow in grass. Although those mushrooms... Those mushrooms are growing in water. Which... Whoa, what? Oh, I know what happened there. Interesting. Interesting. There we go. We'll just pull them back just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so these are layer masks. I'm just using layer masks to... Layer masks very much changed my life. I used to not use them. And I was like, I don't know. Kind of like Alyssa, and I was like, I don't know, man. It seems like something else to learn, and I'm already doing them fine without them, and blah, 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 and yada, yada, yada. I'm resistant to change. I love them so much. So much. I was an ignorant fool. Arguably still am. So trees crowding the buildings. Will they be somewhat camouflaged like the bandit camp? Yes, they do. They'll grow in a lawn if it's not intended. Yeah, that's very much fair enough. Mostly grow on trees and fallen logs. Right. That's my thought. But I mean, I have seen them grow in lawns very occasionally, but it's not, normally they grow in places where there's debris or where there's decay, like moldy leaves and stuff like that. Stuff, that fungi likes to get. So dirt. Fungus likes dirt and all the other stuff that's in dirt. Especially if it's poo. Fungus likes poo. What? But that's very fair enough. I have seen mushrooms in lawns now that I think about it. But I mean, mushrooms not going to grow in wild grass though, like, and not be on top of it because they're not going to be. It's not going to be big enough. I got some really good, like these mushrooms that you're seeing, sir. Those are mushrooms that I took pictures of this summer when I was hiking. So when I was hiking around, I would take my camera with me, and if I saw like some cool mushrooms or something, or rocks or whatnot, I'd snap pictures of them. So based on that, I can tell you I have pictures, I have photographic evidence of where I found all of these mushrooms this summer. And yeah, most like in the woods, ground, maybe growing out of some leaves or stuff like that, but definitely not in. I didn't find any of them in green grass. But yeah, and I really enjoy the way they turned out too. It's pretty awesome to take some photos of mushrooms and be able to use them in my maps. It's pretty neat. Not my idea. Someone else told me to do it, and I did, and it was a good idea. Zatnokiel? Zatnokiel. He's around on Twitter occasionally, but not very often. He mostly frequents like DeviantArt and Reddit, I think. But it was all his idea. He's been doing it for years. He's like, you should do it too. I was like, okay, fine. Wow, that's pretty awesome. I should have been doing this a long time ago. Let's see. Fair point. Fungus like decay. Yeah. The gentleman's thoughts. That's so cool. A very good idea to create assets of pictures from real life stuff. Yeah. Yeah. So I need to get better about thinking that way. Whenever I'm just doing stuff in my daily life, is like if I see something that I think I could potentially at some point use in a map, I should just get into the habit of taking a picture of it. And that wasn't just them. So these plants here, those the pinkish plants and those. Okay. Why are those all sitting out in water? They shouldn't be. What is going on here? Those are all pictures of plants that I took at Walmart. I went to the garden section, and I went over to the garden section and just started taking pictures of their plants, of their flowers and stuff. I took maybe 100 or 150 photos of things this summer, and out of that, like 150 things, I think maybe like 15 of them ended up being things that I can actually like use, which, in all honesty, is sort of about what I expected. Okay. I'm going to have to, let me finish up what I'm doing, and then I'm going to have to go back and change some stuff in that last layer. But let me finish up what I'm doing right now first, so that I don't forget what I was doing and forget to come back and do it later. Because that will happen. I have done that before. I've done that before. Multiple times. Alright. Alright. Yeah, see you soon, Papa Fox. Thanks for dropping in. Ooh, Alyssa Faden's on. And I'm hungry, so I'm going to raid Alyssa Faden so I can have dinner. Here's where we are, everybody. I've got a couple more things to change. I missed a couple things, so I'm going to go back and change those. But yeah, here's what, that's what we did tonight is I placed a bunch of this stuff. And yeah, that's what we did. So thanks, y'all, for coming and hanging out. We're going to raid Alyssa Faden, and I will... Thanks, Elder Green. I hope you join us in Alyssa Faden's channel, because it's a fun stream.